first time. Fox's Gernal Scott has more on the candidates.
Former Democratic Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger's closing message to voters is focused on those she said are worried about how government represents them.
We are giving people not just hope, but a plan and a path towards utilizing that hope.
GOP Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl-Sears said Monday on Fox and Friends she plans to continue Governor Youngkin's work.
We have more to accomplish and that their future rests with their vote, and I'm the one who will continue to make things happen.
Polls in Virginia will close tonight at 7 p.m. local time. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
And in New Jersey, Democrat Mikey Sherrill is hoping to become the first female governor of that state.
This is an important election. We're going to win this with your help, and we're going to get out the vote, and we're going to make real change.
Sherrill is running against Republican Jack Ciattarelli.
The Democrats are endorsing the Republican nominee. It tells you something. People want change all across this state.
Ciattarelli has the backing of President Trump. Another closely watched contest is New York City's mayoral race.
The race for New York City mayor pits Assemblyman Zohran Mamdani, running as a Democratic Socialist, against the candidate he beat in the Democratic primary, former Governor Andrew Cuomo, who is running as an independent. Republican Curtis Sliwa is also on the ballot. Early voting wrapped up on Sunday, resulting in more than 735,000 ballots cast, a number that city election officials say was the highest in-person turnout ever for a non-presidential election in New York. President Trump has suggested he will withhold funding for New York City if Mamdani is elected, and backed Cuomo in an interview on CBS's 60 Minutes on Sunday. In New York City, Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Gunshots and crime scene tape. Nothing on radar. 36 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, but it feels a little bit colder than that. We're going up to 64 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02. A man is in bad shape this morning after he was shot on Indianapolis's northeast side late last night. The cops found him on East 42nd Street, but they aren't releasing details about what led up to the shooting. Faith leaders in Indianapolis Metro Police held a community vigil last night at Amazing Grace Christian Church, where Bishop Preston T. Adams III is the pastor.
Prayer is a way for us to be able to deal with our anxieties and the stresses of life, to offer ourselves hope, and also to let others who are struggling with matters of life know that someone cares about them.
He spoke with Wish TV. This comes after a teenager was shot and killed on the corner of 38th Street and Central Avenue on Sunday. IMPD Chief Chris Bailey and people who live in the community and church leaders shared moments of silence and prayer, comforting each other throughout the vigil. Indiana lawmakers plan to start talks on redistricting and tax compliance in early December as part of the 26th regular legislative session, not a special session. House Speaker Todd Houston, a Republican from Fishers, said the General Assembly will take up talks of redistricting and federal and state tax compliance issues during the first 2 weeks of December. Houston explained that starting these discussions during the regular session, which begins with Organization Day on November 18th, is the most cost-effective approach and avoids the added expenses of a special session. The Global Nuclear Energy Economic Summit will take place at Purdue University on Wednesday and Thursday. Here's John Herrick.
You might have heard state leaders talk in the past about how they believe small modular reactors could be a new form of nuclear technology that could power Indiana's energy future. And that's supposed to be the main topic of discussion at this summit.
You'll be hearing about companies moving to Indiana, locating here for manufacturing, for deploying small modular reactors, for bringing lots of jobs here.
Indiana Secretary of Energy Suzanne Jaworowski tells Inside Indiana Business that Indiana has both the demand and the financial input to make those reactors a reality. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And the Indiana Pacers lost at the buzzer last night to the Milwaukee Bucks, 117-115. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute on a Tuesday morning at 6:04.
Here's the question. Should you delay filing your Social Security until age 70? Conventional wisdom says that would give you a bigger benefits check. But that's not necessarily true anymore, because when you considered your taxes on your benefits, IRA, and 401k withdrawals, and even Medicare programs, you could get even more income by filing for your benefits early. Discover how you could get every penny out of your benefits with a free, yes, free customized Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy, at 317-648-5120.
If you've saved more than $200,000 and have not yet filed for Social Security, schedule that free analysis right now. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com. That's yourretirementguy.com.
All right, good morning, Hancock County. Checking out westbound 70 coming in from State Road 9, Greenfield to 465 on the east side. That's 13 minutes without interruption, no delays at the moment. And checking out westbound 70 going from downtown out to the airport. Looking fantastic here so far. From West Street, Meridian Street, all those downtown entrance ramps out to Indianapolis International. 9 quick minutes, no delays or interruptions right now. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, Tony. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, too. Should be a really nice day today. We are partly cloudy. We are still mild. The winds should be a little bit lighter through the day as well. Today's high around 63. Tonight, partly cloudy, breezy, but not as chilly. A low down to 52. Wednesday, warmer, mostly sunny, but it will be windy through the day. Wednesday's high 67. Thursday, partly cloudy, a high of 58. Friday, scattered showers and storms. It will be windy as well. Friday's highs into the low 60s.
That right there is Marcus Bailey of Wish TV. Thank you, Marcus. Good man. I had nothing else. I'm just a good man. That's it. That's all for today. Nothing special. Nothing fancy. No side tangents. Just good man, Marcus Bailey. 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:07. So election day in New Jersey, election day in Virginia, election day in New York, and California, they're going to vote on Prop 50 to redistrict, something that I think Republicans are trying to put on a shelf here. Moving the special session? Oh, no, we'll get to it when we get to it. It's not actually moving it. It's just not addressing it with any level of importance. That's what it looks like. And for a while yesterday, I'm like, are they punting? Is this over? You know, you win some, you lose some. I spent some more time on it. I'll give you my thoughts coming up. Tony Katz. 93 WIBC, good morning. What is going down? President Trump endorsing Andrew Cuomo for mayor of New York, saying basically, you have to, guys. Look at Mamdani. I mean, come on. Come on. That's basically what Donald Trump said. It's a pretty ugly world where you have to vote for Andrew Cuomo for things to be better. He killed grandma. See, one guy, we know what he did in the past. With Mamdani, we know what he's going to do in the future. Either way, grandma's going down. That is basically the New York moment. And Curtis Sliwa, the Republican's like, what about me? And everyone's saying, what about you? I mean, that is the reality. If you take a look at the latest polling, if Curtis Sliwa was not in the race, Cuomo wins this. No, I don't like Andrew Cuomo. Andrew Cuomo is a disgusting human being. And only in New York does a guy like him get a second act. Also, only going up against someone as absolutely horrific as Mamdani. Now, you say to me, horrific, Tony. What has he done? Well, I think people who advocate defunding the police are pretty horrific. I think people who hang around with those on the terror watch list and engage in the levels of bigotry that they do are pretty horrific. I think he himself, in his own comments, pretty horrific. I think this idea of, well, we're going to own all the grocery stores. No, they're not going to own all the grocery stores, Tony. They're just going to have city-run bodegas. Well, that's going to go great. That's going to go. Who is going to stop them from being robbed when he defunds the police? You know what? I don't need to do anymore. I think I'm well covered on the subject. You've got the New Jersey governor race, you have the Virginia governor race, and of course Prop 50 in California. These are the big four that people will be watching for. I might live stream it tonight. I might just throw on a camera and put my feet up, grab a bourbon, and just watch the insanity. Probably. So look for that. I'll share on the social medias and at TonyKatz.com if I'm doing it. Maybe you'll join. Maybe you'll just want to see the end of a great city, too. Well, New York has been great for a long time. The end of a once great city. The end of a city where Frank and Dino used to hang out. Like, it'll be just that. And then we'll plan our trips to go now before it all collapses, and it'll be good. Meanwhile, we have to worry about the collapse of Indianapolis, which is not happening today. But how we vote matters greatly. And every time a communist like Mamdani wins, a communist like Jesse Brown goes, ooh, what's possible? Yeah. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick. Construction layoffs at a big project at 632. Brought to you by the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1-day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's four walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. AdventKnows.com. Most insurance accepted.
So the weather is finally starting to cool down. Make sure you and your family are prepared with AAA Hoosier Motor Club memberships. Whether it's a flat tire, dead battery, running out of gas, locking your keys in the car, AAA has your back. Anytime, anywhere, 24/7, 365. And it's not just roadside assistance. AAA members enjoy exclusive perks at local favorites like Ruoff Music Center, the Indianapolis Zoo, Symphony on the Prairie, and more. You also get free travel planning and discounts on hotels and rental cars. It practically pays for itself. So if you're looking for that peace of mind on the road and more money in your wallet, do yourself a favor and visit AAA today. Get your AAA membership at AAA.com or call 844-GO-AAA-GO or visit your local AAA office. And don't forget to ask about their competitive insurance rates, auto, home, life, and more, because you don't have to be stranded on the side of the road to get help from AAA.
Fostech is the family-owned business that makes incredible firearms right here in Indiana. Fostech, created by 2 career firefighters and 1 U.S. Air Force veteran, they create special, unique firearms. American craftsmanship meeting cutting-edge technology. Their Origin 12 shotgun is the envy of the industry, and all their products are designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Follow Fostech on Facebook and Instagram at Fostech_INC. Find a dealer near you, or visit Fostech.com. That's Fostech, Fostech.com. Use promo code WIBC for 10% off your order.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey guys, it's Rob. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. 36 months of 0% financing plus a bonus of $500 off. Restrictions apply. Call 317-659-7574. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows
Matt Baer, he is in the WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
What's happening, Tony? Looking at westbound 70 right now out to the airport. I see no struggles here as you make your way from downtown out to Indianapolis International. And check it out, inbound 69. What is happening, Fishers? Looking fantastic right now. State Road 37 down to 465 on the northeast side. 4-minute trip, and I see no delays right now. Traffic sponsored by Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Get your home ready for colder temps and the holidays. Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help. Everything from plumbing inspections, water heaters, and more. Book now at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:15.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe Nasal Spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check IndianaUnclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service and need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust like Family Heating and Air Conditioning? We'll find that American Standard air dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
To be honest with you, the country is moving towards Trump. And these polls that come out and show him not doing well, I don't buy that.
It's a weird world when I see a conversation between Chris Matthews and Charlie Rose. And I'm like, I went back in time. Clearly, I have been dreaming, and it's still like, I don't know, 2006 or something like that. But it was interesting to hear Chris Matthews say the country's moving towards the polls, and I don't buy that they show him not doing well. I think that happens to be accurate. I think that the conversations about the economy are real, and I still think the momentum is with, and the feeling is that their life has better opportunity with Trump. That's reality. I think that's a large-scale reality. Did I say hello? I'll say hello later. Let me keep going. There's also a quick story out of the Indy Star that I want to get to because, gosh, there are ways to get things wrong, and then there are really ways to get things wrong, and this is just one of those really, really, really wrong ways to get things wrong. I will get that done in a minute. I was told by those people who dislike Donald Trump that he is a king, I say, and he has princely or kingly purple garb and has a crown and walks around with a scepter and says, everyone must do my bidding. And then says, oh, wait, I'm sorry, the court said I can't do that? Okay, well, listen, go back to the courts and let's see if we can win over there. Wait, no, the court said I can't do this over here? All right, we won't do that. We'll do this thing over here. As far as kings go, Donald Trump sucks. Not a king. The embarrassment in which the left should engage for making that kind of declaration is unknowable to normal people like you and I. But they don't have any embarrassment. They don't care what they said. This much is true. This is the Indiana Democratic Party as a whole. They do not care what it is they said. President Trump is now going to provide, the administration will provide partial November SNAP benefits. That's food stamps. Why is this? I thought they only had a certain amount of money in there. There is no mechanism for them being able to spend just a certain amount of money. It's either funded or it's not. It's a binary condition. Now we're hearing, well, you've got this money, so put it out there. They're saying they're not going to tap other funds to fill the gap. This is what we've got left in the program. This is what we're going to spend. Now, what king does that? I'm not doing it. The court ordered it. Now I'm doing it. What king does that? Can we put an end to the nonsense? I want you to laugh at people who say it. I want you to call them liars. That includes 4 weeks from now at your Thanksgiving table. And so we are clear, so we can get it done now before you can't rescind an invitation. Maybe there are some people who shouldn't be at your Thanksgiving table. Now, I have advocated this for years. This idea that, certainly there's the idea that you should be able to get along with people even if you politically disagree with them. You should be able to talk to them, including members of family. But some people you can't. Why do you suffer through Thanksgiving? Why do you suffer through when that ridiculous leftist uncle could say anything they want? And everyone looks at you and says, just let him be. Let it be. Don't worry about it. That ridiculous cousin and her shrieking, just let it be. Just let it be. You know she's all alone. Just let it be. No. No, I think you should be surrounded by the people you love, the people who actually like you, or give yourself a break and step away this year. You caught a cold. You know what? No, that would be lying. I don't want to be around you this year. You're just too nasty to be around. Maybe I'll have strength for it next year. There you go. Oh, I'm a huge believer in this. Love yourself enough not to spend a day being abused by people who want to abuse you. An entire political party that is willing to lie on every level. No kings. Stop talking. No kings, no blank. Man, things you can't say on radio, huh? Because that would have been a good one right there. So there will be partial benefits. And when are we going to start talking about the 40 million people on SNAP, which is the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program? When are we going to discuss how many illegal immigrants are getting these benefits and when it stops? So you think people should starve? I think Americans should take care of Americans. I think Americans should take care of themselves. You don't have changes to programs unless you have changes to programs. And I'm sick and tired of the progressive trying to guilt everyday Americans who are working hard, sometimes 2 jobs, into giving up more of their money for their heartstrings. I don't care about your heartstrings. I care about the heartstrings of hardworking Americans and those people who want to be Americans. My name's Tony Katz. Can I help you? See, I told you I'd introduce myself later. President Trump is also going to hit the cartels, which I agree with. The story from NBC News is that there's a new mission in Mexico against cartels, according to multiple officials, planning for this mission, possibly the sending of troops and intel officers to Mexico to target drug cartels. Now, this goes along with what we're seeing with Venezuela and the drug boats, and whether or not there is indeed an engagement happening, an act of war happening, which would require Congress. It requires Congress. Leave that to the side just for a moment. Is President Trump actually engaging in a war in Mexico? We have said on this show that if the way to handle the cartels is to move 10 miles into Mexico, create a DMZ-style situation like between North and South Korea, well, then that's what has to get done. Who's in charge? The idea that the cartel is in charge is radical. And yet what we're told by far too many is, what are you going to do? Oh, well, what can you do? There are many things you can do. You just have to be willing to do them. And if Mexico doesn't like it, that's Claudia Sheinbaum's problem. She is the president of Mexico. That's her problem. I didn't ask if you liked it. I don't care. What is this constant conversation about caring about things that don't matter? Mexico's feelings on how we deal with cartels that they can't handle, don't care. But cartels not being in business, or at least not bothering Americans, let them go bother Chinese nationals. Let them go bother the whole of South America. I wish they didn't. I wish they were just gone. Why in the world do we have to be bothered with this idea of, well, what are you going to do? I think you can do a lot. And maybe we should be very aggressive. And maybe we should be looking at cartels as an invading force. And maybe we should figure out exactly how tough our military is with a little bit of practice. That's right, Allen Iverson practice. Just a theory. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Southside. Northbound 65 slow after Keystone Avenue into the south split because of road construction. Inbound 69 looking pretty pristine here at the moment. No problems coming down from State Road 37 to 465. And on the northwest side, the boot, northbound 65 tightens up at Whitestown Parkway, but nothing major here for the moment. We'll keep an eye on it. Traffic sponsored by B Window. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, it's Casey from the Kendall and Casey Show, and Governor Braun's post-election committees are still raising hundreds of thousands of dollars. Join us Tuesday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Energy slipping? Losing your edge? It could be low T. Take action. Synergen X and Low T Center offer a quick free T test.
Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized by experts just for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting. TRTMVP.com.
The best AI for your business isn't artificial. It's advisor intelligence. With Horizon, you get real people to help you drive real growth. Open your business account today at horizonbank.com/businessai. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Andy, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a product development manager, I make sure every piece of fine jewelry at Shane Company is meticulously designed for quality. From 14-karat gold chains, pearl necklaces, diamond studs, and of course, dream engagement rings. We ensure each piece meets our high-quality standards every step of the way, including the smallest details. Come see for yourself. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Fall is great in Indy, so don't ruin it by painting. Do what Mike did. He called Rhino Shield.
Our home is basically a contemporary, and we just started noticing that the paint was just fading and just looked like garbage. We had received a postcard from Rhino Shield, and we decided to take a look at it.
Rhino Shield's formulated for our specific climate here in Indiana.
The process with Rhino Shield and their crew, they were just very conscientious. We had problems in the past with painters. They leave debris and everything. Well, we didn't have that with Rhino Shield.
Way better than paint, backed by a 25-year warranty. Right now, get the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
The thing about Rhino Shield, the heat gain has been reduced, and we save $70 a month. You don't hear that about any type of paint.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
The death of a former vice president. Nothing on radar. 36 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 64. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. Former Vice President Dick Cheney has died at the age of 84. This story just breaking. We'll have more as the morning progresses. Voters are going to the polls to choose a new mayor in New York City today.
The race for New York City mayor pits Assemblyman Zohran Mamdani, running as a Democratic Socialist, against the candidate he beat in the Democratic primary, former Governor Andrew Cuomo, who is running as an independent. Republican Curtis Sliwa is also on the ballot.
That's Fox's Tanya J. Powers.
President Trump has suggested he will withhold funding for New York City if Mamdani is elected, and backed Cuomo in an interview on CBS's 60 Minutes on Sunday.
Mamdani, an immigrant from Uganda, says he will defend the rights of illegal immigrants to live in New York City, even if President Trump orders ICE raids or sends in the National Guard. Voters in northwest Allen County are deciding today whether to raise property taxes to help fund local schools. The district says it gets about $8 million less than any other Indiana school. If the vote passes, most homeowners would pay around $500 more a year. But thanks to a new law, Senate Bill 1, the actual bump this year would be closer to $150. The money would go towards staff raises and hiring for a new career training center. If it fails, the superintendent there says that raises are off the table, the center won't get built, and jobs might get cut. The men charged in connection with a Halloween terror plot remain jailed in Detroit.
Federal prosecutors say Mohamed Ali and Majid Mahmoud of Dearborn and alleged co-conspirators hatched a plan to commit an ISIS-inspired terror attack on Halloween weekend, but that the FBI got to them first. In court Monday, the judge ordering the suspects held pending another hearing. Defense lawyer William swore.
We have not had a chance to review the complaint. There'll be a time to talk about the facts. This is not it.
The FBI says the terror suspects' movements and communications were tracked prior to arrests and raids Friday, in which agents seized multiple guns, ammunition, and body armor. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
And I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. Construction layoffs at the $3.5 billion GM Samsung SDI electric vehicle battery cell plant in New Carlisle are drawing attention, but local officials say the pause is part of a planned redesign rather than a sign of deeper trouble. The Detroit News is reporting that some construction workers at the site have been laid off as GM and Samsung SDI adjust plans for the joint venture facility. That plant expected to employ about 1,600 people when it begins production in late 2027. Serial entrepreneur Dr. Don Brown believes his next venture will lead the charge in revolutionizing the practice of medicine. He's no stranger to the world of entrepreneurship. In addition to being an MD, Brown has founded 3 software companies in Indiana, including Interactive Intelligence, which sold for $1.4 billion in 2016. Brown is currently the founder and CEO of Bioscope AI, which officially launched in June. The University of Southern Indiana is planning a $34 million renovation and expansion of the very first building constructed on the Evansville campus. Built in 1969, the Wright Administration Building houses senior admin offices, including the offices of President, Provost, and Vice President. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America builds and maintains roads, bridges, and other essential infrastructure that make us the crossroads of America. So thanks to LIUNA members' work, Hoosiers have a better quality of life, like access to utilities, easier routes to jobs, schools, or medical care, and deliveries keep moving. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
Hello and welcome
Welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick, coming to you this week from Northwest Indiana, Jeffersonville, Muncie, South Bend, in downtown Evansville, Terre Haute, Fort Wayne, Richmond, from one of the state's key entrepreneurial and innovation hubs, 16 Tech. Inside Indiana Business, Indiana's business news leader. The city of Vincennes has signed a sister city relationship with the city of Overuch, Ukraine, the latest such pact in the Hoosier state to mark the international exchange of culture and civic pride. That agreement between Indiana's oldest city and the western Ukrainian city of about 16,000 residents was announced last week. New Haven-based SDI Lafarge Copperworks is promoting Jerry Evans to the role of president. Evans most recently served as operations manager for Copperworks, a joint venture between Fort Wayne-based Steel Dynamics and the Lafarge Group based in Barcelona, Spain. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
Okay, just now hearing about this. Watch out for West 62nd Street at Corporate Drive. Could have a large emergency response there, so I would be careful in that area here at the moment. Also, checking out northbound 65 stop-and-go traffic from Raymond Street up to the south split because of construction. And in Boone County, northbound 65, slow after the dog leg up to Whitestown Parkway, just slows you down a touch. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Windows Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with Traffic on the Fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:36. Sports, Ryan Hedrick.
Tony, good morning. Last night at Gainbridge Fieldhouse with 11 seconds left in the game, tied at 115. Milwaukee Bucks forward Giannis Antetokounmpo had the ball in the fourth quarter.
Antetokounmpo, left edge of the arc, backing his way to the foul line. 2 seconds to play. Tough shot, and he won the game. That was a well-defended fade from the foul line. He scores as time expires.
Mark Boyle on the Pacers radio network. The Pacers not only lost the game, but they also lost Quentin Jackson and Johnny Furphy to injuries. Indy faces the Brooklyn Nets Wednesday at home. The game marked Miles Turner's return to Indianapolis after leaving in the offseason following 10 years with the team, and fans booed him throughout the game.
It was disheartening, man. It was frustrating. You know, you give 10 years of your life, your blood, your sweat, your tears. You take pay cuts. You survive trade rumors. You know, you try to do everything the right way, and sometimes not all stuff shakes out.
And Turner finished with 9 points. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
Why do so many basement companies want half the money up front? Could it be because it's easier to get than earning all your trust? At the Michaelis Corporation, they don't ask for a deposit until the job is done and you're completely satisfied. They even start with a free inspection to ensure you know exactly what your home needs without the guesswork. With over 35 years experience, they've proven that trust is built on results, not deposits. Michaelis, building trust beneath your feet. Visit michaeliscorp.com.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Breaking news, former Vice President Dick Cheney dead at the age of 84. Tony Katz. 93 WIBC, good morning. Good to be with you. 46th Vice President of the United States passed away last night, according to the statement. Complications of pneumonia, cardiac, and vascular disease. Served as Vice President to George W. Bush, 2001 to 2009. I'm going to leave it to others to engage their Cheney hate, because it's going to happen. It's just not my interest or not my want. I'll let other people do what it is that other people do. We've got Election Day going on across the country. Not every spot of the country. You have this off-year election. The vote turnout so far in New York show being much higher than in years past. There it was this. Let me see if I can find this here. It seems that the opinion pages of the Indy Star has been different as of late. And I'm not 100% sure why that is. It could be the addition of this guy, Jacob Stewart, who's at least writing opinions, whether I agree or disagree. They are indeed opinions. Then there's the standard stuff. There is Mitch Gore writing in the Indy Star. He is a state representative. My GOP colleagues whisper their disgust but won't stand up to Trump. It's this kind of nonsense that is what I've come to expect from the Indy Star. When I see things that are different, I at least go, okay, interesting. I like that, or at least that's interesting, or at least there's a thought there. And right now the thought seems to be coming from this guy, Jacob Stewart. You know, the thought of, hey, why don't we take over our own utilities, and why don't we have Indianapolis run AES, which is an absolutely awful idea. Government can't run a power company. This government can't plow roads. What are we discussing? My GOP colleagues whisper their disgust but won't stand up to Trump. I haven't even gotten past the headline. Show me where the Democrats say it's wrong to mutilate children and boys are not girls. Why won't you stand up for children? I mean, if we're all about the standing up to Trump, what are you standing up for? Where is the Democratic Party to say we are not communists? Where are you to stand up to Zohran Mamdani? No, he's the future of the party. Where are the Democrats in Indiana who stand up and say, you know what, this anti-Semitism really is a problem? Coming from Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib, and the fact that Andre Carson befriends Louis Farrakhan. Where are you, Representative Gore? The problem with your piece, which I admittedly just read the headline, just came across, is that it is the same nonsensical pablum that always comes across. It is what the Indy Star is known for. But you want to talk about not standing up? An entire political party that looks at rank, outright, insane, vicious bigotry and goes, Trump bad. Right now, the political right is in a serious place of divide regarding Tucker Carlson, this interview with Nick Fuentes, and this insane defense by Kevin Roberts of Heritage, where I think it's pretty clear he didn't even know what he was talking about. That's the robust debate. That's the real argument. And sadly, look what we're having to argue against. Actual insane bigotry of Fuentes and the cover given by Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, and sadly, way too many others. Where are you? You want to argue there's a disgust for Trump and people won't stand up? Okay. You go right ahead. But the idea that it would give you any level of moral authority is laughable if it wasn't so disgusting. By the way, our Indiana Republicans, they're always somewhat disgusted. You should see how disgusted Hoosiers are with them. That would blow your mind. But it's this kind of nonsense. This is a nonsense nonsense story. This is basically a process story that's been written for the last 10 years. You're boring. And I have no reason to think that the Indy Star wouldn't publish it just for that. They are publishing some other stuff lately, which is interesting. But this, Representative Gore, honey, this doesn't move the needle. This isn't even interesting. And if you're going to start pointing fingers at how one should stand up, I've got all the mirrors for you, man. How many do you want and where do you want them delivered? Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
All right, Tony, looking at northbound 65, slow traffic, Keystone Avenue up to the south split because of construction. And on the northwest side at 62nd Street, a Corporate Drive, a car reportedly drove into a body of water there, and police are going to be investigating that crash. So stay clear of the area if you can. Eastbound 465 on the north side slows, ditch over to Meridian. Traffic sponsored by Grand Appliance. Shop the Grand Appliance Black Friday sale now at Grand Appliance to save on top brands like Electrolux, Frigidaire, and more. Visit grandappliance.com or your local showroom for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves, Lord only knows how it is right now. No, it's 34 degrees. I figured it out. 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
Holy cow! Another beautiful play for Indiana.
A new coach, a new team, a new energy in Bloomington.
You're going to see a bunch of guys that are all about winning. They play incredibly hard.
Coach Darren DeVries is ready to write the next chapter in Hoosier basketball.
We love what I think the fans are going to be able to see in terms of how we approach every game.
IU basketball is back. Up next, Alabama A&M, Wednesday at 8 on the home of the Hoosiers, 93 WIBC.
Hamilton is coming. Tickets are on sale now for the Tony and Pulitzer Prize-winning musical, Hamilton, in Indianapolis at Old National Center from December 2nd to the 14th. Get tickets at BroadwayInIndianapolis.com.
Greetings from R&R Agency, your Indiana health insurance pros, and a sincere thank you to our loyal customers for helping us to another record year. We recently saved a 62-year-old retiring couple over $800 monthly when compared to their COBRA offerings. We recently saved a family of 4 over $400 monthly when compared to their $7,500 deductible program on the ACA, and you know that's still Obamacare. We recently saved a small 4-man manufacturing company over $1,000 monthly and gave them better coverage. We feature coverages guaranteed to age 65, low out-of-pocket expenses, the largest networks in the country, and you can sign up anytime. If you are retiring early, self-employed, or need coverage for your small group, call us at 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. If you don't call us, we can't help you. What do you got to lose? Call us 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. As always, God bless America, common sense government, and peace too strict.
I'm with Applied Innovation customer David Band, Vice President of Communications for Volunteers of America, an organization that supports veterans, seniors, and families with affordable housing.
We rely on Applied Innovation for a multitude of services, from IT support through our multifunctional devices. These devices are supremely important to our innovation and our ability to serve our clients.
Applied Innovation's culture means being involved in their local communities.
The Applied Innovation staff is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, whether they are supporting our mission, supporting our events, or helping us with what we need. It's not often we can find an organization that quote-unquote just gets it.
The benefit of Applied Innovation support?
Bottom line benefit is I can get out there, I can engage with the community and help spread the mission and help people that need our services, veterans, seniors, and families.
Looking for a company that simply gets it? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit applieDinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
Want to be in the room where it happens? Win opening night tickets to Broadway's Hamilton Tuesday, December 2nd. Enter now at WIBC.com for your shot to see the show everyone's talking about.
Well, she's all you'd ever want. She's the kind I'd like to flaunt and take to dinner.
So is redistricting over? This move from Senator Bray to say, you know what, we're not gonna have the special session there. You know, we're not gonna start in November. We'll hold off until December, and that way, you know, we'll already have the day on November 18th, right? You know, and getting everything set, and then we'll just lead it into that, so it'll cost taxpayers less. That's a good idea. That's punting, right? That is saying, hey, maybe everybody forget about this. That's what they're saying, right? Tony Katz. That's me, Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. The scheduling plan will save taxpayer money, and lawmakers will still debate time-sensitive legislative action. Remember, this special session is not just about redistricting. The special session is about adjusting Hoosier tax code, Indiana tax code, so it matches up with federal code. I looked at this, I heard this, and I said, oh, it's over. It's over. This is about pushing it to the side. That was my first take on this. Redistricting will not come to the state of Indiana. Of course, they're voting on Prop 50 right now in California, and it will probably go through, and they will remove 5 Republican seats. And you know what the Democrats here in Indiana are going to say? Well, good. You see, that had to happen. Nope. There's no ideological through line whatsoever. There's no consistency at all. Well, you see, if Texas hadn't, Texas is Texas. Then California opened their big mouth. That's when I said, well, let's redistrict. So California's going to do it, and I don't know what Indiana's going to do at all, actually. I have no idea what it is that they're going to do here. Because of the calendar alignment, this according to Todd Houston, starting the regular session early would be the most cost-effective and efficient way to address the governor's call for a special session. Our goal is to avoid any added session-related costs, and we will continue to look for ways to save taxpayer dollars as we work through and finalize the schedule. Do they have the votes? That is an absolutely fantastic question, because we keep hearing from alleged sources that the Senate Republicans do not have the votes.
You don't have the votes. You don't have the votes. You're gonna need congressional approval, and you don't have the votes.
I am more and more of the opinion that people are just making things up and putting it out there more than I ever believe their inside sources or what it is they have to say. I just think they're desperate to get a click and they don't actually have it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the Republicans have the votes for redistricting or not. But when I saw this move, I said, okay, it's over. Then I spent a little more time working through it, walking myself through it, and said, okay, maybe it's not. Maybe this is just because you had time within a special session, right? You said, okay, this would work better to achieve a goal. Maybe it's more time to convince some people. Maybe this still exists. So I'm 50-50 on it at the moment on where they're going to be with redistricting. Organization Day is November 18th. They're going to move this to the beginning of December. I can equally be shown that this is going to happen as I can be shown that this is going to be forgotten about. We're waiting and seeing, people. Keep contacting your local officials. Matt Bear has traffic.
Yeah, Tony, looking at northbound 65, slow from Keystone to the South Split. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus, no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. Matt Barrett, WIBC Traffic.
Pat Sullivan here. I've got a fall lifesaver for you, gutter helmet. You know what fall means in Indiana? Leaves, piles of them. And if you've got gutters, you've got a problem, unless you've got gutter helmet like I do. I haven't cleaned my gutters in years. Why? Because gutter helmet does the dirty work for me. This isn't just a cover. It's a patented system that allows water to flow through while the debris slides off and your gutters stay clear. No more ladders, no more scooping out soggy gunk. Just peace of mind. Thousands of Central Indiana homeowners have already made the switch. Gutter helmet has been America's #1 choice for gutter protection since 1981. And it's been protecting my home every time it rains. And right now they're offering a 15% discount plus 12 months no interest financing. But don't wait. This deal ends October 31st. Call 800-5HELMET for your free no pressure estimate. That's 800-5HELMET or visit gutterhelmetindy.com and never clean your gutters again.
Imagine being the wizard of your own home. With Xfinity, intelligent self-healing Wi-Fi fixes problems like magic. It boostifies speeds to your devices when you need it most and makes your favorite Wicked content sparklify on every screen. All while a spell of protection helps keep your family safe online. When you're out in Oz, Xfinity Mobile joins Wi-Fi and 5G to keep your phone connected from here to the Emerald City. If you had the most intelligent Wi-Fi from Xfinity, everything would work together for good. And now you can cast a spell to stop time and keep your internet bill steady for 5 whole years with the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. No contracts or commitments with amazifying equipment included. Xfinity, imagine that. And see Wicked for good, only in theaters November 21st. Restrictions apply. Select plans only. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet.
Truck drivers, the holiday rush is here. Take advantage by becoming a Schneider driver. By driving for one of America's busiest carriers, you'll stay busy during the holiday season and throughout the new year. Plus, as a Schneider driver, you'll have access to top quality driver support and newer equipment spec'd with the latest safety and comfort features that drivers want. Don't wait. Get a jump on 2026 by exploring jobs in your area today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
The holidays are right around the corner. Is your home ready for hosting all your guests? My friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling are here to help with any unexpected plumbing or HVAC issues that we know are at the bottom of your holiday prep list. For the month of November, Hope will give you $200 off any $1,000 plus plumbing or HVAC service. Hope is here to help so you can get back to what matters most. Call Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today at 641-HOPE or online at hopeplumbing.com.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. That's 800-883-3024.
Coming up in 2 minutes, what some people will be voting on in Avon today and what IMPD Chief Chris Bailey was praying for last night. Those stories coming up after breaking news from Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis from the Technology Recycler Studios at 7 o'clock.
This is a Fox News alert. I'm Kathleen Maloney. Former Vice President Dick Cheney died last night. He was 84.
American politics has always been a tough business. Even in 1787, here in Philadelphia, when George Washington himself wondered if delegates could ever agree on a constitution. They did agree, as Americans always have when it mattered most.
Cheney in August of 2000 when he accepted the vice presidential nomination. Cheney died of complications of pneumonia as well as cardiac and vascular disease. Today's the first major election day since President Trump returned to the White House, and the race in New Jersey for governor is being closely watched.
This race also having national implications, with many Democrats wanting this to be a referendum on the Trump administration. Democrats are running Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill as their nominee against Republican former Assemblyman Jack Ciattarelli. While the Republicans insist Trump is not on voters' minds, Democrats believe Washington's moves very much impact the Garden State. The president has not held any in-person rallies in New Jersey, but overnight Trump hosted a telephone rally for the GOP ticket, urging his supporters to show up at the polls today. For her part, Sherrill has embraced the Democratic establishment. She's campaigned with leaders on the left, including former President Obama.
Fox's Mark Meredith. Virginia's gubernatorial race also in the national spotlight. Fox's Alexandria Hoff has that.
Regardless of the outcome today, it will be a historic one as Virginia will name its first female governor. The Democrat in this race, former Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger, is seeking to return the governor's mansion to her party after 4 years of Governor Glenn Youngkin at the helm. Virginia does not allow consecutive terms, so he has campaigned alongside his Republican Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears to become his successor. Both candidates gave their final pitches last night.
If Republican Earl Sears wins, she would become the first black woman to lead the state. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What's on the line in Avon today? Nothing on radar. 36 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 64. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. People who live in Avon today are deciding on a property tax increase to continue funding the school district and prevent layoffs, an issue that Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith has been urging district people to address.
You know, I'd welcome the Lieutenant Governor to come back and have a conversation about school finance and the challenges that public education face in Indiana today. And I'd love to spend time with him and help him understand the challenges that we are facing that are made more and more complicated every year.
That's Dr. Scott Wyndham speaking with Wish TV this morning. He's the district superintendent. Thanks to a new law, the tax increase this year would be smaller than usual. Most homeowners would see about a $150 bump, even though the full increase would normally be closer to about $500. A man is in bad shape this morning after a shooting on Indy's northeast side. The cops found him on East 42nd Street, but they aren't saying much. Faith leaders and Indianapolis Metro Police Chief Chris Bailey held a community vigil last night at Amazing Grace Christian Church, where Bishop Preston T. Adams III is the pastor.
Prayer is a way for us to be able to deal with our anxieties and the stresses of life, to offer ourselves hope, and also to let others who are struggling with matters of life know that someone cares about.
And Chief Bailey was surrounded by people who live near the church and church leaders who shared moments of silence and prayer, comforting each other throughout the vigil. This comes as a teenager was shot and killed on the corner of 38th Street and Central Avenue on Sunday. A couple of more shootings over the weekend. Indiana lawmakers will address redistricting and tax compliance during the early December 26th regular session.
House Speaker Todd Houston says they are avoiding the cost of a special session by merging the work into 2026. They will use Organization Day on the 18th this month as the start, then reconvene for the first 2 weeks in December to address issues like Governor Mike Braun's call on congressional maps. Houston says that starting the regular session early is the most cost-effective and efficient plan for taxpayers. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Indiana Pacers lost at the buzzer last night to the Milwaukee Bucks, 117-115. The return of Miles Turner, who played center for the team for 10 years, he was booed throughout the game. Injuries are starting to pop up for the Indiana Hoosier football team. Their head coach, Curt Cignetti, discussed that on Monday.
Cignetti says none of his players came out of their win over Maryland last Saturday with any significant injuries.
Aiden Fisher, we thought, made really good progress toward the end of last week. Wasn't quite ready to go. Very optimistic on him.
Fisher is a linebacker on defense. Offensive lineman Drew Evans missed the Maryland game, and he will be out again this week, while wide receiver Elijah Surratt is considered day-to-day. Indiana's 9-0, and they face the 3-5 Penn State Nittany Lions this Saturday. Kickoff is at noon Eastern. Sean Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
And I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:05, traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, right? South side crash, northbound 65, approaching Raymond Street. Left lane closed. Traffic stop and go back to Keystone Avenue. A 9-minute delay. Northwest side, car in the water, 62nd Street at Corporate Drive. This is a crash, and a vehicle reportedly drove into a body of water sitting there on the edge. Northbound 65, Boone County, slow. Whitestown Parkway to State Road 67. Inbound 69, tight from 96th Street to 465. Traffic sponsored by Grand Appliance. Shop the Black Friday sale now at Grand Appliance to save on top brands like Electrolux, Frigidaire, and more. Visit GrandAppliance.com or your local showroom for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What are we doing?
Hey, good morning. Well, a little on the crisp side out there with temperatures in the 30s this morning. We'll look for a partly cloudy sky, and temperatures will be climbing into the lower 60s. Winds ramp up later tonight. Could gust 15 to 20 miles per hour. And tonight is going to be relatively mild. We'll fall into the upper 40s and lower 50s. On Wednesday, lots of sunshine, but windy and warm. Wind gusts possibly up to about 20 to 25 miles per hour. We'll look for a high of 67. And then temperatures drop on Thursday, partly cloudy with highs near 58.
Yeah. That's all great. But what are we getting for Thanksgiving? That's right. I want the 4-week early forecast. I'm sorry. Did you just sigh in my general direction?
Yes.
And why?
Like, I can't give you a forecast, an accurate forecast 4 weeks out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was America. I thought you were a professional. My mistake. Can you tell me what our podcast is going to be about? Listen, you can have one or the other, but you can't have both, Hastings. That's where we're at. And I'm telling you right now, DeJuan McCoy, the owner of Circle City Broadcasting, which has just purchased WRTV, is chomping at the bit. He wants to write you a giant check. Well,
really?
He wants to write me a giant check, and you'll get something. Okay. But the moral of the story is we're in this together, Tara Hastings. Do you want to do the show or not?
Yeah, I want to do the show. Let's do it.
Let's see a little, a little effort.
Well, it's not going to be about forecasting 4 weeks out for Thanksgiving in early November. I'll tell you that.
So we're going to be like everybody else. Sure. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's Tara Hastings, everybody. She doesn't want you to enjoy Thanksgiving. No.
Nope.
She's upset she didn't get the invite. You do Thanksgiving at home, right? With the little ones, you do it. You do it all at home, and everyone comes to you.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like it that way, or would you rather that everybody just stayed away and you could be alone?
No, I like having family and friends over for Thanksgiving. Yes.
Okay.
I love it.
I was just checking. We have like 20 people coming, plus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a big year. It's a big year. We don't really do that. We don't really have the...
Do you have a brisket?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We don't really do the turkey. I like ham better.
Yes. So does my rabbi, but I seem to avoid it. The brisket, and I have now, and the video's out, this oilless turkey fryer from Charbroil, which is not a sponsor. It's basically It's basically like a stationary rotisserie. I don't even know how to describe it, except to say I did a practice run with a 6-pound chicken this weekend, and it was fantastic. So we're doing a 15-pound turkey in that, and then we'll do a brisket, and then my wife, being as Italian as she is, eggplant parm.
Oh, okay. So you get a little bit of everything there.
There's a lot of everything going on.
Okay.
There's a lot, and then of course over in the corner, sushi. We're very, very, very multicultural.
Okay.
The turkey will be tandoori style, of course, and then and then I'm not sure. I believe we also have some ramen at the table. So yeah, we're a little bit of everything, everywhere, all the time.
That's
right?
great.
It's gonna be good.
I like it.
It's gonna be good. I would have invited you, but you're busy with the family. You're doing.
I am busy. Yes. Yes.
I invited Matt Bear, and he said no once again. Once again, Matt Bear said no. He's like, I don't need this in my life.
I did not say no. I said I have to work. Thank you very much.
You didn't say yes.
I did say yes, but I didn't say no. It wasn't like, no, Tony, I'm not going to your house for Thanksgiving.
Now, see what he said? He's not coming to my house for Thanksgiving.
That's not what I...
You just said it right there. Everybody heard it. 'Twas never thus.
Stay calm, deep breaths, deep breaths.
Tara Hastings, I have to go now. I have to go now.
Okay.
I have to find somebody to fill the Mac Bear seat.
Good Lord.
Oh, yes.
It was
I'll come,
extra,
Tony.
It was extra cushion, too.
Oh,
No.
Carl.
No. Producer Carl, please. The grown-ups are talking. We'll get to you later. 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Damn, that was rude. I apologize. The time was 7:11. How do you, Producer Carl, not have a place to be for Thanksgiving?
Oh, I do.
That's what I figured. You got the favorite mother-in-law and everything else. You got things going on.
Maybe we can all come to your house.
You got first of all, you're more than welcome. I have no issue with this, but I don't talk about your stuff, but I figured you were busy.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be busy. That's right.
Right?
I'll be the one cooking the turkey this year.
Wait, you're wedding?
I'll be the one because we're so preoccupied. I'll probably be the one cooking the turkey this year.
Do you know how to cook a turkey?
No, I don't know how to cook the basics.
Do you want me to send the turkey? First of all, Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Do you want me to send you a turkey? I will take that off your plate, and we'll do it. Who in Indianapolis does turkeys that could be delivered to Producer Carl so he can just put it in the oven? You let us know. Twitter X, Tony Katz, Tony@TonyKatz.com. I'll order a turkey right now for you. I just figured the man's got a lot going on. I'm not allowed to say because I don't know everything. And so I will get you a turkey. I will make that happen for you. Done and done.
Yeah, I'm going to have to ask the Mrs. Showbiz for that.
Mrs. Showbiz is going to say, absolutely, take the man's turkey. It's not even a question. Good gosh. Denny's is getting acquired. I could send you to Denny's, but they're being taken private. The restaurant chain being taken private, a group of investors coming in, $620 million, which includes the debt. It's now going to be purchased by a private equity company. So now, how do you run that? It's a private equity company and a group that is one of Denny's largest franchisees. I know there's one in Westfield. I don't know the last time I've been to a Denny's. I'm not anti-Denny's, right? Moons over my hammy saved a lot of us in a lot of different places. I'm just wondering, does anybody go to Denny's as that sounds great? What is the moment in today's world where someone's like, Denny's, let's go make that happen? I am mostly curious about who those people are. If you could let me know, that would be great. The popcorn moment is coming up, and it's possible that Hollywood is getting the lesson through their heads. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
If you're experiencing a hardship and need to quickly sell your home, we may be able to help. I'm excited to start the new chapter of my life. I'm going to be moving 2 states away to be with my husband. Simple Quarters did not drag anything out. Simple Quarters wanted to get this done as quickly as I did, which was fantastic. I had the offer, I believe, within 2 hours of them coming through and doing the walkthrough. It just couldn't have worked out better. It really couldn't have.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe Nasal Spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it! Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, who will not be at Thanksgiving. What's going on?
South side, northbound 65 approaching Raymond Street. Crash blocking the left lane, causing stop traffic back to 465. That's a delay of 20 minutes. On the southeast side, northbound 465 slow from 74 to Brookville Road. Northbound 465 on the east side slow after 70 up to Penn Pike. Inbound 69 slow before 106th Street to 465, delayed 2 minutes. And eastbound 465 stop and go traffic before Ditch Road over to Meridian 31. Watch out for 62nd and Corporate Drive crash there. Vehicle reportedly is on the edge of a body of water, and they are investigating right now. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. And by the way, as the chat room has told me, as we're live streaming, youtube.com/WIBC, you don't go to Denny's, you wind up at Denny's. Well done, Brad. Well done. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
An official message from Medicare.
Couple more minutes, and we'll start this month's book club.
You know, I usually love a plot twist, but this year, I'm comparing my options during Medicare open enrollment.
You can't assume your current health or drug plan is the best one for you.
And you gotta make sure your drugs are covered. That's important.
So is saving money.
Review all your options at Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions, Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-757-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
The Popcorn Moment, brought to you by Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. In your four walls, Booher Remodeling is the call. Had this conversation with a friend last night. Tony, thinking about doing the kitchen. Do you talk about Booher? Do you use Booher? Do you really recommend Booher? As if somehow I'm going to talk about things here that I don't do in my real life. Yes. I recommend Booher. They do absolutely fantastic work. Check to see if they're right for you. Why? Because, well, you want the best. You want the best materials. You want the best quality. You want the best craftsmanship. You want the people who've been doing this for 2 decades. You want the people who have experience being able to take a design idea you have in your head and turning it into reality. My gosh, why wouldn't you use Booher Remodeling? Why wouldn't you speak to them today and get your free consultation? They deliver quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude. The quality brand names you know and trust, and they stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. There is no reason I can think of that you're not working with Booher today to have a kitchen that works for your family, a bathroom that actually works, and a basement that isn't some dumping ground for all the garbage that your kids have. Booher Remodeling makes your house your home and increases the value of your life, not just your home. Talk to Booher today. Do that immediately. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Boer Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Boer. Booher. BoerRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn because there is more. I start with a story that you'll see on the show sheet at TonyKatz.com. That Halloween weekend, when it comes to box office, the worst weekend of the year, the worst Halloween weekend in 32 years, and the worst October in 3 decades. This, according to John Nolte over at Breitbart. Nolte's been covering this stuff for decades. And every single movie is just nonsense. Total weekend revenue came in at $49.8 million. We're used to hearing about movies making that in one weekend, just one movie. All of them brought in nothing. Now, certainly we can argue that it's possible that there were movies that didn't connect and no one cared about. You know, the Springsteen movie they made? The vast majority of people weren't interested in some movie, a biopic about Springsteen. Right? You want to talk about K-pop Demon Hunters? It's a very small segment of the population that's really going to be down for that. They're just not making good movies. They're not telling good stories. They're trying to resurrect old properties. It's kind of valueless. Then, of course, it's what they have done to movies. Woke this and woke that and message this and beat you over the head that. Why can't you just be interesting? Create good characters, tell a good story. That's all you have to do. It seems that some people in Hollywood are getting this message. It isn't about politics. It's about just making good stuff. Jennifer Lawrence is doing an interview with the New York Times. And Jennifer Lawrence says the following.
Celebrities do not make a difference whatsoever on who people vote for. And so then what am I doing? I don't want to start turning people off to films and to art that could change consciousness or change the world because they don't like my political opinions.
So change consciousness or change the world could be seen as, I would like for my movies to make money so I can keep making movies. And one could I would ask you the question. I didn't catch the whole interview. I just got this clip right here. I would wonder if being a parent has changed you at all, just in terms of a generalized philosophy, because it is true that being a parent does change people. I don't think there's any question about that. And so I'd be curious if she felt that in her case. The idea that celebrities don't influence elections, that's not true. That isn't true. The question is, what is the change? And then what is the reaction? I think it's easy to say that if Taylor Swift says, hey, do X with all the fan base that she has, it could have an effect. Hold on. I know what you're going to say about Trump. That is not the argument. I am saying that there is no doubt if she came out and said X, it could have an effect. Because the same people are saying, well, she wasn't a fan of Trump, and Trump said that she hates Taylor Swift, and look what happened. She fell apart and lost followers. And if she had said, support Donald Trump, we'd be cheering it. So let's not think, and you'd be like, oh, that's good. Now these young people know that Trump's okay. So let's not do that to ourselves. Let's at least honestly address the fact that, yes, celebrity can influence things. As a matter of fact, I think history has shown us with examples that celebrity does influence things. Take a look at us culturally. Not influenced by celebrity. We played Billie Eilish last week saying, hey, billionaires, why are you billionaires? Give away your money. You're a millionaire, Billie Eilish. Why don't you give away your money? Hey, why are you looking at me? That's probably what she would say. So these things do have an effect because bad ideas do carry this way, and they do carry through celebrity. What I find interesting here is that her argument is incorrect, but the end result of her argument, I think, is accurate. Let me just go about making film. Let more people see it. It will make more money and it's better. The idea that it's going to affect the world can't answer that. The idea that it's going to affect your pocketbook and get other people paid who are making the movie, absolutely true. So why would you get in the way of it? So her discussion of her analysis, I think, is misguided. I think the end result of her analysis, I'm not talking politics anymore, is probably a very smart play. It's weird when you get that, right? Her explanation is absolutely incorrect, and I would say in some cases just a flat-out lie. But the end result, yeah, that's probably the right thing to do. Bravissimo. Go make good films. That's what I say. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
South side crash northbound 65 before Raymond. Left lane is blocked in traffic. Stop and go back to Southport Road, a 20-minute delay. Southeast side northbound 465 slow from 74 to Brookville Road and again Washington up to I-70. Inbound 69 stop and go traffic 116th Street to 465, a 7-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by B Window. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel show back at it this afternoon. It's election day. Is New York going to go full socialist? We'll talk about it. 93 WIBC.
Fall in Indiana is prep season. Time to get your home ready before the temperatures drop and the snow gets here, because the truth is, and you know it better than I do, your roof, your siding, your gutter, your window problems, they will not fix themselves. A missing shingle, that becomes a leak. Clogged gutter leads to ice dam. Drafty siding, bad insulation, that means sky-high heating bills all winter long. That's why you need Moss Roofing. M-O-S-S, mossroofing.com, family owned, right here in Indiana. For over 30 years, Moss Roofing gives you a free, no-obligation inspection. They'll spot the problems right now before the cold settles in, so you're not scrambling in January. And the bonus, thanks to new energy tax credits and Indiana Energy Saver rebates, you can save big on insulation and efficiency upgrades. Money back in your pocket while protecting your home, so do not wait. Call Moss Roofing today, 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you, 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing, 747-3665, or online at Moss, M-O-S-S, mossroofing.com.
Here's the question. Should you delay filing your Social Security until age 70? Conventional wisdom says that would give you a bigger benefits check. But that's not necessarily true anymore, because when you considered your taxes on your benefits, IRA and 401k withdrawals, and even Medicare programs, you could get even more income by filing for your benefits early. Discover how you could get every penny out of your benefits with a free, yes, free customized Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy, at 317-648-5120.
If you've saved more than $200,000 and have not yet filed for Social Security, schedule that free analysis right now. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com. That's yourretirementguy.com.
Remember lining up before dawn on Black Friday? Those days might be gone, but the excitement isn't. Great Lakes Honda Fishers is keeping Black Friday alive all month long. This week only, lease a 2025 Accord SE for $299 a month with zero down and register to win a $500 Visa gift card. Visit Great Lakes Honda Fishers off State Road 37 or at GreatLakesHondaFishers.com, where every day is Black Friday. Tax not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. $10K a year. All fees and first payment due at signing. Offer ends November 9th. See dealer for details.
So the weather is finally starting to cool down. Make sure you and your family are prepared with AAA Hoosier Motor Club memberships. Whether it's a flat tire, dead battery, running out of gas, locking your keys in the car, AAA has your back. Anytime, anywhere, 24/7, 365. And it's not just roadside assistance. AAA members enjoy exclusive perks at local favorites like Ruoff Music Center, the Indianapolis Zoo, Symphony on the Prairie, and more. You also get free travel planning and discounts on hotels and rental cars. It practically pays for itself. So if you're looking for that peace of mind on the road and more money in your wallet, do yourself a favor and visit AAA today. Get your AAA membership at AAA.com or call 844-GO-AAA-GO or visit your local AAA office. And don't forget to ask about their competitive insurance rates, auto, home, life, and more, because you don't have to be stranded on the side of the road to get help from AAA.
Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Windows Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com.
Healthcare costs are a point of dispute in the government shutdown.
93 WIBC.
The problem is they want to give money to prisoners, to drug dealers.
What happens next?
SNAP ran out of money over the weekend due to the shutdown.
Happens here.
There are long lines. People say they have not seen lines like this in decades.
Hear the news.
Preliminary findings suggest a disturbance escalated into gunfire inside the venue.
Musk says Tesla is moving closer to showing up a flying car.
On air, online, and on Alexa. 93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A man who played a major role in the Iraq War has died. Nothing on radar. 36 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 64. I'm Ryan Hedrick for Guardian Wells Financial. Here's what's trending at 7:31.
Mr. Chairman, delegates, distinguished guests, and fellow Americans, I accept your nomination for Vice President of the United States.
And former Vice President Dick Cheney, who accepted his party's vice presidential nomination a second time at the Republican National Convention in New York City, and spoke about the war on terror. He died Monday night at the age of 84.
Just as surely as the Nazis during World War II and the Soviets during the Cold War, the enemy we face today is bent on our destruction. As in other times, we are in a war we did not start and have no choice but to win.
In 2015, Cheney spoke about the war on terror at the Columbia Club in downtown Indianapolis.
And you can't do it in a half-assed fashion, which is exactly how it's being done now. We've got a handful of people operating over there. We've got great troops, but the stories of the ongoing operation now, supposedly in Syria and Iraq.
Courtesy of Indy politics, in recent years he became an outspoken critic of President Trump and even claimed he'd vote for former Vice President Kamala Harris in the 24 election. The Senate is expected to vote for the 14th time today in a bid to reopen the government as the shutdown enters day 35.
Still no breakthrough, but Republicans and Democrats are talking more, raising the hope that they may be able to find an off-ramp soon. In the House, for instance, 4 centrist lawmakers released a bipartisan plan on how to renew and reform the expiring Obamacare subsidies. Still, some Republicans are hoping Democrats will just cave. Democratic Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman is criticizing his party, saying they need to own the shutdown. Despite bipartisan conversations, other Democrats remain dug in and are urging their colleagues to not wave the white flag.
That's Fox's Madeline Rivera reporting from Washington, D.C. It is Election Day with several key races underway in New York City. They're voting for a mayor. In New Jersey and Virginia, they are voting for governors. Soon there could be a small modular reactors in Indiana. John Herrick explains.
Those reactors will be the major topic discussed at the Global Nuclear Energy Economics Summit, which is set for this Wednesday and Thursday at Purdue University. South Spencer School Corporation Superintendent Brad Schneider Spencer tells Inside Indiana Business he's excited about the possibilities.
South Spencer is a very rural school corporation. We've got a lot of farms, which we're very proud of. There's not a lot of industry, so we do notice the brain drain.
He says he's hopeful that South Spencer High School is going to be the first school in the state with a full nuclear energy pathway for their students. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And sports on WIBC, you want to feel good about the effort, but the result wasn't there. Those were the words from Indiana Pacers forward Pascal Siakam Monday night after his team lost at the buzzer on a shot by Milwaukee Bucks forward Giannis Antetokounmpo. Final score 117-115.
It's tough. It's hard. We just got to keep going. I think naturally in your mind, there's a lot of negative thoughts, and it's hard to be positive, but we have to.
And the Pacers are 1-6. They're battling injuries, and last night Quentin Jackson and Johnny Furphy left the game hurt. Furphy left the arena on crutches. Indiana hosts the Brooklyn Nets on Wednesday. Former Pacer forward and current Bucks center, former Pacer center and current Bucks center Miles Turner returned to Indianapolis last night and was booed after the game. He called the reaction disheartening.
I think a lot of people will say I said things, but I think a lot of people want to formulate their own narratives and spin it to whatever they want it to be. But it is what it is, man. Like I say, you take it on the chin, just move on.
And before the game, the Pacers honored Turner with a video on the big screen, drawing mixed reactions from the crowd. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go. And at WIBC.com at 7:35, traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
South side crash northbound 65 approaching Raymond Street, and the left lane is blocked. Traffic jam back to 465. I'm showing a delay of 31 minutes to make it through that stretch. We're also slow back to Southport Road, and that's added in. Southbound 6570 stop and go traffic. North split down to Fletcher Avenue. Inbound 69 delayed 8 minutes, 116th Street to 465. Northwest side northbound 465 stop and go traffic. 86th Street up to 865. Macon East slow for Michigan Road out to Meridian. Southbound Keystone Parkway stop and go traffic. 116th Street down to 465. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free, plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 35 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:36.
Whenever I'm out wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the Marketplace, it's another example of who in the world took this photo and why. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. During downtime, clearing my head, getting ready for what's next on the show, I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff. It is all there. The Marketplace segment brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Fast, easy, free to use. Your money is just sitting there. And I think it should be in your pocket and not with the Attorney General's office. So stop leaving it with the Attorney General. Go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov and get your cash. Live streaming on YouTube. You can watch this happen. Myself, there's Matt Bear, there's producer Carl, YouTube.com/WIBC. Matt, I know you like to be comfortable there in the studio.
Very.
And you like to be comfortable at home.
Yes, very comfortable.
As you sit there with your 8 bowls of oatmeal and you just get it all over yourself.
Yeah, it's bad.
Right. Do you have like a recliner at home?
No.
Would you?
Silly. I sit on the floor.
Would you like one?
Yes, of course I would.
Okay. So over there in Greenwood, they are selling a Lazy Boy leather recliner, but it's not just any Lazy Boy leather recliner. Oh no.
It's got a woman in it.
It first of all, settle.
Sorry.
Projecting much?
Oh,
the picture. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. It is a petite Lazy Boy leather reclining chair.
Petite, it means it's extra small, and if you're
Right.
about 5 foot tall, you can't sit in it.
Right. So this person's 5 feet tall and says the size is perfect. Now
No.
you're 5 feet tall, right?
About 5 something. 5'9". 5'9".
Are you 5'9"?
5'9", 5'10".
Well,
ladies,
if
I'm
we wait a little
6'1".
bit, we'd be 5'11".
Yes, I'm 6'4".
This petite-sized lazy boy reclining chair is used, but considering it is decades old, it is in excellent good condition. Hold on a second. Excellent good condition?
There's a difference.
In the world of Orwellian doublespeak, even they're like, I don't know what she said. That's excellent. Leather has been well cared for. With age, the leather has become a nice, smooth, and softer feel.
Oh, that's sweet.
Right. Yeah. You know who else says that? Jason Hammer.
Oh, okay.
You would need to pick this up yourself. Here's the story. In the picture, there is a woman.
Yeah.
Wearing jeans and like a zip-up sweater and socks, and her shoes are there. And so when you first look at the picture, you don't know what's happening. Is the chair for sale? Is the table and chairs in the back for sale? Is the rug for sale? Is the woman for sale?
Uh-oh.
And in the ad, it reads, Korean Uma not included. What? Not being an expert, I'm going to assume that Uma is the word for grandmother.
Oh!
Would I be right about that?
That's beautiful.
Or is it mom? Yeah, it's mom. It's I believe that it is mom is the right use of the word. If I've got it wrong, someone tell me. Why would you allow this picture to be on there? Hey, mom, sit in the chair and I'm going to take pictures of you, and that way people will know like what size body fits in this.
I don't know. She looks really comfortable, so maybe this is a selling device. Be comfortable in the chair, and people will buy the chair.
I think she looks so comfortable, I don't know why they're selling it on their Uma.
Well, I feel bad about buying it because she loves this chair. I mean,
I
this
feel
chair's-
bad about buying it if she doesn't come with it. I could use an Uma.
Buy a recliner. Buy a grandmother.
Right.
How beautiful.
But this is the first time I have ever seen a post where it said grandma or mom not included.
It fits in the back of my Mazda CX-5. So there you go. You throw the seats out. You
Says
can
that in the ad. Like this ad has everything. And I don't know this woman. I don't know this Uma. I'm vouching for this chair.
Hire.
Right? This is in. It's $100, Matt Bear. You in or you out?
I'm not going to get anything, including food, let alone a recliner. No, I'm not going to go pick it up.
Yeah, but you could have your own Uma.
She'd make
does
the
sound
oatmeal
nice.
for you.
It sounds awesome to have a living grandmother.
She would feed you the oatmeal.
I would love to have a living grandmother, okay? That would be stupendous. But I don't know this woman. Maybe if we had coffee first, I'd be like, yeah, you can be my grandmother, sure. Come on over. Yeah, bring your,
By the way,
bring
if
your
Uma-
recliner.
If Uma does not mean mother or grandmother, someone tell me what it means. I'm just reading what's here. Korean Uma not included.
It's not derogatory, no.
No. I want definitions. And I'm not going to trust AI.
Uma means missile.
It does.
Korean missile not included.
Wow. Sorry. That's a Kim Jong-un reference, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm here all week, Tony.
Oh, are you? Are you here all week?
No, I'm out Friday, actually.
Wow.
I'm gone Friday.
Ho. Yes, we'll tell everybody that Friday was pre-planned. Sounds great. It's not like it's going to take 2.5 days to come up with a strategy to deal with that reference. I just want everybody to know it wasn't to me. I was above board for the whole thing, but Matt Bear is quite literally dropping bombs.
Oh, baby!
God, sometimes I realize this show is really better than everything else out there. It just defiantly is. Nobody stands a chance. I don't know what's happening on TTS right now, but just stop talking. You've got nothing.
They don't even know the marketplace. They don't even know what Facebook is.
They ain't talking about Uma.
No, I have no Uma at TTS.
Yeah, someone now in the chat room is sharing with me what it means in Japanese.
Oh, well.
But that's not what we're talking.
No.
It literally says Korean. Somebody has to give us the lesson. We'll give you the time. Somebody explain it to me.
Tony, Korea
That's
and
the order.
Japan are two different countries.
Yes, they are. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very, very, very much.
Boom.
So someone let me know what the word means, and we'll share it right here. Tony Katz, by the way, everything from the marketplace, while we still have a sponsor, is up at WIBC.com. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Guys, if you're tired of HVAC and plumbing companies with confusing offers, Masters Heating and Cooling keeps it simple. Masters Heating and Cooling. Get a full second opinion from one of their Master Comfort advisors completely free so you can make your next home decision with confidence and peace of mind. You can also get an early bird fall tune-up for just $69. And yes, that new water heater, how about $200 off installation? Or a tankless water heater, how about $500 off? Residential installs only, qualifying units only, cannot be combined with other offers. You got to check in with Masters for all the details. Here's what I'll tell you. My HVAC runs beautifully because of Masters Heating and Cooling. They changed the way the system works. The summers, my house is cool. If the cold weather comes in, my house is fantastic. They take care of everything. Masters Heating and Cooling. They've also got the financing available with qualifying purchases. Talk to Masters Heating and Cooling today. 317-881-9074. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-881-9074. Masters Heating and Cooling, 881-9074, or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com. Traffic. Matt Bear, what's happening?
Yeah, northbound 465, stop and go traffic, 79th up to 865. Inbound 69, 11-minute delay, 116th to 465. Inbound 70 slow from Shadeland Avenue past Emerson. South side, northbound 65, crash in the construction approaching Raymond Street. Left lane is closed. And traffic jammed the slow all the way back to Southport Road. This is a 24-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest or no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
35 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:46.
Picture this. Your career ends, your paycheck stops. Suddenly you're conducting your retirement with no sheet music. Don't let that happen. I'm Jason Hutchins, and after years of guiding Hoosier families through retirement planning, I put together some of the most important lessons into one simple, easy-to-read book, Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. Get a copy mailed to you at no cost. Call 317-660-929. That's 317-660-929. This book is packed with real-world stories and strategies on income, Social Security, taxes, and how to protect what you've worked so hard to build. Call Guardian Wells Financial at 317-660-929. That's 660-929 and ask for your copy. No pressure, no strings attached. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. Orchestrate your retirement. The rhythm of your future starts here.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wells Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
Hey, Hammer and Nigel here. Guys, you can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you you. It could be low testosterone. You got to take action now. Synergen X and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. So visit a local Synergen X or Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded like the other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that is right just for you.
Treatment is covered by most major health insurance. Book that free T-test right now at trtmvp.com. If your energy is slipping away, it could be low testosterone. Synergen X and Low T Center offer a quick, free T-test. Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, personalized by experts just for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting. TRTMVP.com. TRTMVP.com. That's TRTMVP.com.
The most extraordinary thing a woman can do is let herself be human. We try to do it all, sure, but what if we're just not feeling it? Like when the fatigue hits, but you gotta bring snacks to the soccer game? Or when the laundry's piling up, but that hot flash says, too bad. We get it. Franciscan Health has care for extraordinary women who can do it all, but don't have to. Visit franciscanhealth.org/OBGYN today.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text EDGE to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text EDGE to 42424. That's EDGE to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Weekday mornings at 7:15, the Tony Katz Popcorn Moment. Brought to you by Boer Remodeling. Don't wait any longer for the kitchen you've been dreaming of. Request a consultation at boerremodeling.com.
mNEXSpike COVID-19 vaccine mRNA by Moderna is here. To find it near you, visit mnexspike.com. That's mnexspike.com.
Join the Indianapolis Urban League Monday, November 18th at St. Philip's Church for a drive-through food box and meal distribution. Stay in your car and receive fresh produce, meat, dairy, and pantry staples. No ID required while supplies last. Volunteers are needed to help make this event a success.
So we'll be watching this election day, what happens and what's going on. New York, New Jersey, Virginia, in California with Prop 50, because they're going to show you how you do redistricting. Tony Katz today. Good to be with you. I'm curious if anybody in the Indiana Democratic Party is opposed to what California is doing. California is admittedly engaged in retribution against Texas. I'm curious if whether or not we think this is right or wrong. I cannot wait to hear no answer from them whatsoever, because we're never going to hear an answer from them whatsoever. And I'm not so sure that redistricting is going to take place in Indiana. This move where, hey, Braun calls a special session and the Senate says, you know what, we'll give it a couple weeks, which they are entitled to do, and we'll make it part of the session, right? We've got, Organization Day on November 18th, and so we'll just make it part of the session, and it'll save people money, right? It'll save the taxpayer money, and that's what matters. I'm wondering if they're just trying to move the thing out altogether and not have it discussed. But what must remain is the conversation about what it means to do the job. If the Republican Party says that this gets in the way of governing, I would like to know what they mean by governing. What is it that they actually want? What level of leadership is then engaged? And can you show me where? Now, you think that this is just, it's another attack on the Republican Party. I want to know where we are in a real conversation about the future of this state and the future of our country, because redistricting is about the future of our country. And the idea that somehow we shouldn't be engaged in that is nonsense. But there's a larger conversation about the very idea of leadership. When I moved here One of the things that I was told that I thought was a very interesting bit of data was that Hoosiers are not always the first to make the move. When they make the move, they actually make it best. It has been thought about more, it has been considered more, and when they go about engaging, they do it with a level of accuracy and professionalism. This is a conversation that happened repeatedly. What I'm stating for the record is I'd like to see that. I don't know. The reforming of the BMV was before I got to Indiana. What came next? LEAP? We should be discussing large-scale projects. But what happened with LEAP was, hey, here's what we're doing, not, hey, here's why we're doing it. And people were insulted, and people were pushed aside, and it was a horrific rollout. There's a great example of what I've seen since. Redistricting. Just push it to the side? In favor of governing? On what subject and in which way? Where is that leadership? Sorry if my question offends, but I think the idea that I'm being told you're leading is more offensive. I want you to. Just want to know where it is. Where should I look? Matt Bear has traffic.
Inbound 69, delayed 10 minutes from 116th Street to 465. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Josh Reckley, Chief Operating Officer for Otter Air Services, utilizes Applied Innovation for both copiers and IT support.
We engaged with Applied early in our infancy stage of Otter, before we even had a facility, just kind of looking for managed IT solutions.
Otter Air relies heavily on Applied Innovation to keep you up and running.
Our entire operation is really set up and heavily based on computers. We're really happy to partner with such a strong group and would highly recommend them to anyone that is currently looking for managed IT or even copiers.
And Applied Innovation will play a critical role in your future.
It's been a great working relationship with Applied as we grow in size and need, just the peace of mind having these folks, at our disposal is really strong for us.
Looking for reliable managed IT support? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit applieddinnovation.com. Applied Innovation.
You know that moment, right before the relatives arrive, when you suddenly see every spot, stain, and pet hair in the house. Hi, this is Denny Smith for Zero Res, and I'm here to tell you, don't DIY it before Thanksgiving. Leave it to the cleaning heroes at Zero Res. They'll make your carpets, upholstery, and even your air ducts shine without soap, residue, or harsh chemicals. Right now, get 3 rooms cleaned starting at $129 and take $50 off air duct cleaning. That's how you get your home looking and smelling like you meant to plan ahead. With over 5,100 Google reviews and a 4.9 rating, you can trust Zero Res to get it right the first time. So before Aunt Terry starts helping with the vacuum, call the pros. 317-388-5141 or ZeroResIndy.com, because nothing says welcome home like carpets so clean you could eat your pie off of them. But please don't. Zero Res, forward or backward, it spells the same, and it spells clean. 317-388-5141 or ZeroResIndy.com.
Struggling with chronic joint pain? Don't want risky surgery or endless pills? QC Kinetics is your answer. Our non-invasive treatment stimulates your body's own biologics and has a fantastic success rate without lengthy recovery or harmful medications. Ready to live your life pain-free? Go to QCkinetics.com/Indianapolis or call 317-559-PAIN and get a no-obligation consultation. Whether it's stem cell, PRP, or a number of other revolutionary therapies, QC Kinetics should be the last call you make. Call 317-559-PAIN.
Hi, I'm Scott Wilson, third generation owner of Wilson Farm Market, just 15 minutes north of 465 on 31. If you are looking for your source of homegrown, locally made, know where your food's coming from, we are your spot. We have hand-dipped ice cream, 130 different kinds of cheese. We fry chicken, just a little bit of everything, a foodie's heaven. Wilson Farm Market, where good taste runs in the family. just 15 minutes north of 465, right on US 31.
Truck drivers, wherever you want to take your driving career in 2026, Schneider has an opportunity for you. Our huge selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers can choose from dedicated, intermodal, dry van, and tanker options. Don't wait to upgrade your career before the new year. Search jobs and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Join us every Friday right around 5:50 for Beer Sample Friday.
Brought to you by Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus, home of free delivery within 75 miles of their store.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Hey, it's Casey from the Kendall and Casey Show, and Governor Braun's post-election committees are still raising hundreds of thousands of dollars. Join us Tuesday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Hammer and Nigel Show back at it this afternoon. It's election day. Is New York going to go full socialist? We'll talk about it. 93 WIBC.
Coming up in 2 minutes, what some people are being asked to decide upon in Avon today. Those stories after Fox News from the Technology Recycler Studios. 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis. It's 8 o'clock.
This is a Fox News alert. I'm Kathleen Maloney. Former Vice President Dick Cheney has died at the age of 84. Fox's Lillian Wu reports.
Dick Cheney, chosen by George W. Bush in 2000 as his running mate.
I accept your nomination for Vice President of the United States.
He served from 2001 to 2009 under President Bush, where he played a central role in the administration's war on terror and was considered by many political observers to be the most influential vice president in recent history. He'd also served as Secretary of Defense under President George H.W. Bush and been President Ford's White House Chief of Staff.
Cheney died of complications of pneumonia as well as cardiac and vascular disease. The race for governor of Virginia features two women, one of whom will make history as the first female to lead the state. Republican Winsome Earl Sears, currently the state's lieutenant governor, makes a final pitch to voters.
I'm going to make sure you keep as much of your own money in your pocket because you worked hard for it. So taxes are going to be lower. You're going to be safe and secure in your own homes. We know how to do this. We're not going to defund the police. We're not going to get rid of their qualified immunity. And then, of course, we're going to make sure we continue to create jobs.
Democratic candidate Abigail Spanberger is a vocal critic of President Trump and sees this election as an opportunity to send a message to Washington, D.C. The race for governor of New Jersey is being closely watched. Fox's Gernal Scott with the latest.
Democrat Mikey Sherrill could become the first female Democrat to become New Jersey governor. She said in Union City Monday she'll need every vote to do it.
This is an important election. We're going to win this with your help. And we're going to get out the vote, and we're going to make real change.
Over in Neptune City Monday, Republican Jack Ciattarelli hopes his third run will pay off.
Ciattarelli has the backing of President Trump. This is the first major election since he reclaimed the White House. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The voting polls are open in Avon this morning. Nothing on radar. 36 degrees on Monument Circle. We're going up to 64. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 8:02. Avon school leaders are asking you to renew a funding plan at a lower rate. They say the money will go straight to the teachers and the staff. No buildings, no extras, just the people who make learning happen.
We're kind of excited that we're finally here. All the hard work getting people to the polls, and it's exciting to see people casting their vote today.
Dr. Scott Wyndham, the district superintendent, speaking with Wish TV this morning.
Basically just means that we get to continue doing what we've been doing for the last 7 years, since 2018 when our referendum passed.
Recently, Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith had questioned the need for local school referendums across the state. Wyndham said it would welcome a conversation with Beckwith about the issue. Political leaders said Monday that they are moving up its calendar to handle urgent legislative business. Here's Jake McDaniel.
House Speaker Todd Houston says they are avoiding the cost of a special session by merging the work into 2026. They will use Organization Day on the 18th this month as the start, then reconvene for the first 2 weeks in December to address issues like Governor Mike Braun's call on congressional maps. Houston says that starting the regular session early is the most cost-effective and efficient plan for taxpayers. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Global Nuclear Energy Economic Summit will take place at Purdue University this Wednesday and Thursday. Indiana Secretary of Energy and Natural Resources Suzanne Jaworowski tells Inside Indiana Business that Indiana is really the place to be in terms of deploying the nuclear supply chain.
We have the demand and we have the financial input to be able to make it a reality. And so it's not about if, it's about how fast.
She says Indiana's energy needs are skyrocketing, which is fueled in part by artificial intelligence. Another close call for the Indiana Pacers last night, who lost at the buzzer 117-105 as Giannis Antetokounmpo hit a buzzer beater. Head coach Rick Carlisle says the effort was there.
We were down double digits again in the fourth quarter and fought back to tie it, and we're right there again. This journey is difficult, but important. We've all got to keep our eye on the ball, keep fighting.
The Pacers lost two more people, Quentin Jackson and Johnny Furphy, to injuries. Indiana plays Brooklyn tomorrow. The 9-0 number 2 IU football team gets ready to face 3-5 Penn State Saturday in Happy Valley at Beaver Stadium.
Hoosier head football coach Kurt Cignetti said at his weekly press conference on Monday that it's important to remember that Penn State still has a lot of good football players at all positions, even with the firing of James Franklin earlier this year and Terry Smith taking over as the interim coach.
Well, it's all on tapes. You prepare for what you see on tape, right? You see Penn State really laying it on the line on tape, impressed with that football team. So schematically, there's not a big change.
As far as the IU football player injury news, Cignetti says they'll know more as the week progresses. Kickoff Saturday is at noon. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:05 traffic. On the 5s, here's Matt Bear.
West Side, southbound 465 to Sam Jones Expressway crash on the exit ramp. The ramp is open, partially blocked. On the south side, northbound 65 crash clear before Raymond. Stop and go traffic because of construction. Keystone Avenue up to the south split, a 7-minute delay. Inbound 69 delayed 7 minutes, 106 to 465. Westbound 465 stop and go traffic before Meridian over to Ditch Road. Those eastbound lanes are also dragging before Michigan Road over to Meridian 31. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What are we feeling?
Hey, good morning. A little bit on the crisp side to start off the day. We'll see lots of sunshine today with high temperatures near 63. The winds will pick up later tonight, so it's going to be a bit breezy overnight and especially tomorrow. Mild tonight, only around 52 for an overnight low. Sunny skies, but really windy on Wednesday and warmer. We'll get up to 67, and then temperatures fall to 58 degrees on Thursday under a partly cloudy sky.
That is Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. Tara, thank you as always. 36 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:07. Dick Cheney has passed away at the age of 84. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. This announced this morning took place last night. Complications that existed from pneumonia and heart and vascular disease. Surrounded by his family, the former vice president, 2001 to 2009, a history of public service, whether you liked it or not, is a completely different conversation. I'll let the people who want to engage their Dick Cheney hate, I'll let them engage that all they choose. White House Chief of Staff for President Gerald Ford, representative out of Wyoming, served as the Secretary of Defense for George H.W. Bush, then as Vice President of the United States for that Bush's son, George Bush. I'm leaving it there. You want to engage anything else, you're more than welcome to. Just leave me out of it. And the Trump administration is now going to pay out half of the November SNAP benefits. I just want to look at all the people who told me that Donald Trump was a king and say, he's the worst king ever. I didn't know you could do this. I didn't know that you could tell a king, hey, you have to spend money, and the king has to go, well, I guess if I have to. I didn't know that was the case. I didn't know you could do such a thing, but turns out you can, because maybe Trump isn't a king, and maybe everybody who said so is a liar and a fraud and absolutely awful. And they don't care. It doesn't move them at all that you expose them as a liar and a fraud. They'll just keep on doing it. People fall for that stuff. It's a lot of hate for the American people. It's a lot of wanting to turn the brain to rot. No thanks. Eli Lilly building a $3 billion manufacturing site in the Netherlands. I have many questions. Specifically, is this about supply chains? Or is this about something else? You know, the relationship with Indiana and Lilly, I would easily argue should continue and continue aggressively. Should be a conversation about what's given versus what is received. But when I take a look at them building in other parts of the United States, I get infuriated. I don't know if I should be infuriated by them building in other parts of the globe. They have European manufacturing in France, Ireland, Italy, and Spain. They have shared in 2020. They've got additional sites that they're considering. Ireland, Germany, and now the Netherlands. I accept that they're a global company. They got to act that way. But anytime we're talking about doing things in the United States, man, if it's not Indiana first, that's pretty bothersome. Now, does that mean you give away a farm to get it? Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. I just think Lilly needs the constant reminder, in a respectful way, that this is home. You should treat the home pretty good. Did I say too much? No, I didn't think so either. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning.
It's the Medicare Advantage annual enrollment period, and Humana knows not everyone has the same needs when picking a Medicare Advantage plan.
Now that I'm retired, I want to enjoy the life I've worked hard to build. So I want a plan that covers me when I'm traveling the country.
Humana has a plan for that.
As a veteran, I want a plan that fills in the gaps my VA coverage doesn't provide, like dental care.
Humana has a plan for that.
I feel good about my health. I just want care and coverage with predictable costs. No surprises.
Humana has a plan for that. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you get coverage and benefits that focus on what matters most to you. Learn more at gethumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Fall in Indy, and if you hate to paint, do what your neighbor Don did. He called Rhino Shield.
Well, the home was built in 1948. Paint on the aluminum siding was peeling, and I couldn't find anyone who would repaint it until I called Rhino Shield.
Rhino Shield's better than paint, and the crew?
Painted all my aluminum siding, and I've got a front porch that runs the whole length of the house, and all the pillars and everything. And once they were gone, I couldn't even tell that they were there.
With Rhino Shield's 25-year transferable warranty, you'll never have to paint your home again. And right now, you can have Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
Well, I've told a lot of people, do the Rhino Shield. It's really a great product, and if you don't want to paint the house, that would be the way to go.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer going on now.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
Jeff Saturday rocking the Indiana Unclaimed. How have I never heard that before? Look at that. People, go get your cash. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Yeah, Tony, west side crash on the exit from southbound 465 to Sam Jones Expressway. Crash has partially blocked the ramp. The ramp is open. Northbound 65 slow in spots through construction. Southport Road up to 465, then stop and go from Keystone Avenue up to the south split. Westbound 70 slow in parts from Shadeland Avenue to the north split. Inbound 69 slow 106th Street down to 465, delayed 4 minutes. And westbound 465 on the north side, stop and go traffic before Meridian to ditch. Those eastbound lanes tight from 865 over to Meridian Street, delayed 6 minutes. Traffic sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes AutoZone's America's number one battery destination. Get in the zone, AutoZone. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 36 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
Energy slipping? Losing your edge? It could be low T. Take action. Synergen X and Low T Center offer a quick free T test.
Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized by experts just for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting. TRTMVP.com.
Arctic Frost and Microsoft. First, what is Arctic Frost? Well, this was the investigation set up by the Biden administration looking into members of the Trump administration to see, hey, who can we go after? Tony Katz. That's me, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. That's what Arctic Frost was. It was the Merrick Garland Justice Department. It was utilizing the special counsel, Jack Smith. Who can we go after? Show me the man and I'll show you the crime. That's Arctic Frost. The government weaponized against the American people. Well, there's a story that goes along with this. Of course, we shared how subpoenas were given and to AT&T and to Verizon to hand over phone records of senators like Senator Ted Cruz. And Verizon handed over everything. Here you go. And AT&T said, we're not following the subpoena. No. We can't do this. And the government backed off. And I am going to move my service from Verizon to AT&T. Now, I've been looking at, who's faster, this and that. It seems that Verizon is a little bit faster than AT&T here. T-Mobile seems to be faster than everybody. But I'm not going to reward Verizon for doing something so wholly horrific. Government gives you a subpoena and you're like, okay, whatever you want. But this is part of that larger conversation about connection points. Exactly how many people work in government, they go work in the private sector still doing the work of government. So there's a group called the Center to Advance Security in America. And they're saying that Homeland Security needs to review its contracts with Microsoft. For what reason? Microsoft hired a woman by the name of Lisa Monaco. The risk that Monaco could again use access to information contained in department contracts to turn against her political opponents or even those Microsoft users within the government with whom she disagrees is great given her past outrageous behavior. Monaco, who is Microsoft's president of global affairs, served as Deputy Attorney General under President Joe Biden. She had a role in Arctic Frost, which investigated Republicans, conservatives, private citizens, and elected officials. So now that Homeland Security has contracts with Microsoft, and now you have this woman who was part of Arctic Frost having a huge position of power. Can she, or is she, or would she engage in some level of manipulation? And the answer is, I don't know. But I think that's reason enough to say, maybe this isn't somebody we need to be connected to. Maybe this isn't okay. Tony, people can't have jobs in the private sector. People who are involved in weaponizing government against the citizens, they can have any job they want, but they can't be connected to anything that would allow them to further weaponize the government against the citizen. No, they can't. This is exactly the kind of stuff that we need to be paying attention to. There's a statement that she does not have a security clearance, cannot enter federal property, is unfit for the role. We agree with President Trump that Monaco needs to be fired and hope DHS will initiate an immediate investigation into these contracts. Over 150 Republican officials and allies were targeted. The former White House Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows, Senate Judiciary Chair, Chuck Grassley, people like Steve Bannon. 197 subpoenas came forward from Jack Smith's team targeting approximately 430 Republican entities and individuals. And they want to talk to us about fascism? Fascism is government and large-scale business working together towards their own goal. As a matter of just definition. These people are like, I know fascism when I see it. And clearly you don't. Not in the slightest, may I add. Oh, this is a big story. Problem is, these are the stories that, don't get any coverage by the left. They should be outraged by this stuff if they're serious about what it is they say, but of course, they're not serious about anything they say. And as a follow-up, and these stories are processed. They're not sexy. They're not. They're not. They're just not sexy. Of course, neither is redistricting, which is still a conversation here. The Indiana Capital Chronicle with a story that the Indiana Black Legislative Caucus, they gathered to oppose redrawing the map, and the headline is, Democracy Doesn't Get Redrawn. Okay. If you say so, except that line's a bunch of bunk and you know it. And you sound silly when you say it. That's the event. democracy doesn't get redrawn. As a matter of fact, lines get redrawn every 10 years if we utilize the census in that way, at least every 10 years. So what are you talking about? You had faith leaders, you had the NAACP, Common Cause Indiana, the African American Coalition of Indianapolis, and Indivisible Northwest Indiana. And my question is, what the hell are you talking about? Democracy doesn't get redrawn? Have any of you looked at the Constitution? Do any of you know what districting is at all? Do any of you know what happens at a minimum every 10 years? Any of you? Don't yell, Tony. Don't yell. There's no need for that. It's just embarrassing. Would it be better if I played it and instead of me doing it? Yeah, probably better if I just played it. It's embarrassing. It really is. You oppose this because you might lose out on Andre Carson. Why don't you go support Jennifer Ruth Green? Oh, well, she's got some serious ethical issues. Maybe, but so does Andre Carson. That doesn't stop you. Or is it that Jennifer Ruth Green is black and a conservative, and Andre Carson is black and a liberal, and we understand that if you're conservative and black, you're not really black, according to the left. If you guys want to fight me on this one, I'm in. All the way down to it. All the way. In every way. That's the story. Being opposed to redistricting is fine. But the argument of democracy doesn't get redrawn is silly. The opposition to something that is constitutional, something that is political, that's based on the idea of we're not allowed to do this, we can't do this, is silly. And if we're now going to make this racial, it is even more silly. I've got someone in the chat room there as we're live streaming to YouTube. You're being purposely obtuse. I'm sorry. I seem to be the only one with the argument. I may not be able to convince all the people I need to with my argument. But democracy doesn't get redrawn is a very ridiculous thing to say. And I would ask the Indiana Black Legislative Caucus, do you support people based on color of skin or based on politics? And if it's politics, what politics? Because if you call yourself the Indiana Black Progressive Legislative Caucus, I would understand it. This is like the NAACP not supporting Winsome Sears in Virginia in the governor's race. They're supporting Abigail Spanberger, a woman so white she could have been a body double in the movie Powder. So you don't support black candidates. You support progressive candidates. Well, just say so. Oh, I'm not allowed to notice? You want to call me a racist for noticing? Go ahead. But you better come heavy. Because all I did was bring data. Being opposed to redistricting, fine. Democracy doesn't get redrawn is a dopey statement that's also completely not true. It suffers from two problems. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
West side, southbound 465, crash on the exit to Sam Jones. The ramp is open. Northbound 65, stop and go traffic. Keystone to the south split. Traffic sponsored by B Window. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off, plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, it's Casey from the Kendall and Casey Show, and Governor Braun's post-election committees are still raising hundreds of thousands of dollars. Join us Tuesday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
When it comes to your home, it's important to sell it to someone you can trust. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
I'm excited to start the new chapter of my life. I'm going to be moving 2 states away to be with my husband. Ronnie came out to do my walkthrough. It was great. We had a chance to talk about the house. We had a chance to listen to what my goals were, and they helped me to meet them. Then I had the offer, I believe, within 2 hours of them coming through and doing the walkthrough. Simple Quarters never tried to change their offer at any point during the process. Once they gave me that offer, it stood. The offer was absolutely fair. They did explain to me how they came to that price, and it was a fair offer. The best part about this process is I didn't have to make any repairs to the house. Simple Quarters has taken it as is, which is a huge stress relief. It just couldn't have worked out better. It really couldn't have.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
Here's the question. Should you delay filing your Social Security until age 70? Conventional wisdom says that would give you a bigger benefits check. But that's not necessarily true anymore, because when you considered your taxes on your benefits, IRA and 401k withdrawals, and even Medicare programs, you could get even more income by filing for your benefits early. Discover how you could get every penny out of your benefits with a free, yes, free customized Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy, at 317-648-5120.
If you've saved more than $200,000 and have not yet filed for Social Security, schedule that free analysis right now. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com. That's yourretirementguy.com.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest rates get tacked on. And now you're struggling just to make the minimum payment due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because I personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by 50% and stop the late fees. If you qualify, please call our special debt hotline number right now for a complimentary free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put more money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call right now.
800-948-1659. 800-948-1659. 800-948-1659. That's 800-948-1659.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The legacy they say he left behind. Nothing on radar. 36 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 64. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31. Former Vice President Dick Cheney has died at 84. His family said he passed Monday from complications of pneumonia and heart and vascular disease. Cheney accepted his party's vice presidential nomination at the 2000 Republican National Convention in Philadelphia.
American politics has always been a tough business. Even in 1787, here in Philadelphia, when George Washington himself wondered if delegates could ever agree on a constitution. They did agree, as Americans always have when it mattered most.
He served as vice president during the Iraq War and the global war on terror following the September 11th attacks. Election day is here in New Jersey, and voters are headed to the polls this morning to choose their next governor. Republican Jack Ciattarelli is running against Democrat Mikey Sherrill to succeed two-term Governor Phil Murphy.
So executive order number one on day one, no town in our state will be a sanctuary city. We will not be a sanctuary state. Yeah. We're not going to encourage illegal immigration, nor are we going to handcuff our local police, which is exactly what that policy does. It's wrong for New Jersey.
And Ciattarelli on Fox and Friends this morning, speaking about key issues and what he plans to do on day one. Voters are also going to the polls in New York City to choose a new mayor.
The race for New York City mayor pits Assemblyman Zohran Mamdani, running as a Democratic Socialist, against the candidate he beat in the Democratic primary, former Governor Andrew Cuomo, who is running as an independent. Republican Curtis Sliwa is also on the ballot.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers.
President Trump has suggested he will withhold funding for New York City if Mamdani is elected, and backed Cuomo in an interview on CBS's 60 Minutes on Sunday.
Mamdani is an immigrant from Uganda who said he'll defend the rights of illegal immigrants to live in New York City, even if President Trump orders ICE raids or sends in the National Guard. The federal government shutdown is in day 35, tying the record for the longest shutdown in U.S. history. The Senate is set to vote for the 14th time to end the impasse today. The widow of murdered conservative activist Charlie Kirk is pushing to have cameras in the courtroom for the trial of the man accused of assassinating her husband. Erica Kirk told Fox News' Jesse Waters that there were cameras all over her husband when he was murdered, so it's only fitting that there should be cameras in the courtroom. And the latest Mega Millions jackpot has now cracked the top 10. Here's Fox's Tom Rigotti.
The Mega Millions jackpot has climbed to $800 million, the ninth largest in the multi-state drawings history. A payout with a cash value of $371.7 million is up for grabs tonight. The last time there was a jackpot winner was June 27th. Tickets are $5 each and are sold in 45 states, Washington, D.C., and the U.S. Virgin Islands. The odds of winning the jackpot are 1 in 290,472,336. Tom Rigotti, Fox News.
And sports on WIBC last night at Gainbridge Fieldhouse with 11 seconds left. The game tied at 1:15. Milwaukee Bucks forward Giannis Antetokounmpo had the ball in the fourth quarter.
Antetokounmpo, left edge of the arc, backing his way to the foul line, 2 seconds to play. Tough shot, and he won the game. That was a well-defended fade from the foul line. He scores as time expires.
Mark Boyle on the Pacers radio network. The Pacers play the Brooklyn Nets Wednesday. The game also marked Miles Turner's return to Indy after leaving in the offseason following 10 years with the team, and fans booed him incessantly throughout the game.
It was disheartening, man. It was frustrating. You know, you give 10 years of your life, your blood, your sweat, your tears, you take pay cuts, you survive trade rumors, you know, you try to do everything the right way, and sometimes not stuff shakes out.
And Turner finished with 9 points in 32 minutes. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:35. Traffic on the fives. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Right now, check it out. Inbound 69, Ryan. It's a 5-minute delay. 106th Street to 465. North side, eastbound 465, slow off Michigan Road, and then stop and go traffic before ditch over to Meridian. Inbound 65, stop and go traffic before MLK down to 21st. And south side, northbound 65, slow after Keystone Avenue into the south split for a 4-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the fives at WIBC Traffic.
39 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time, what is the time? It's 8:36. Hey.
Remember lining up before dawn on Black Friday? Those days might be gone, but the excitement isn't. Great Lakes Honda Fishers is keeping Black Friday alive all month long. This week only, lease a 2025 Accord SE for $299 a month with zero down and register to win a $500 Visa gift card. Visit Great Lakes Honda Fishers off State Road 37 or at GreatLakesHondaFishers.com, where every day is Black Friday. Tax not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. $10K a year. All fees and first payment due at signing. Offer ends November 9th. See dealer for details.
It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com.
Trust me.
How bad is it?
Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight.
Want coffee? I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is going on with you, boo-boo? Dow futures down 299. NASDAQ futures down 391. I will explain Oil price is $60.23. Interesting story about oil prices. There's a story over there at oilprice.com about what happens if oil per barrel on the West Texas gets to $50 a barrel. And it's an interesting question because I think we'd all go, woohoo! The argument being made here is it's going to put an end to shale growth in the United States. Right? How they're able to extract things from the ground in other ways. Very, very, very interesting look at things. You want to have somebody give you an interesting look, call Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you could trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME. Philip on the News, brought to you by Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME. Yeah, I threw that in the middle there. I'm trying different places with it. We'll see what sticks. But I love that they're here. Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME. 10-year Treasury at 4.093 and gold prices at $3,978. So under 4,000. It was at the high. It was a little over 4,000 so far this morning. Right now, the bid $39.78. Silver $47.47. But it's interesting about oil. It's interesting about the shale that market. But there's a question of why are we Dow futures down 300, NASDAQ down 400? CNBC with an interesting story that the S&P is sliding 1% because Palantir is down. And what is their concern? Maybe these AI stocks are valued a little too high. Oh, okay. That's enough to shake people. Because as we know through our conversations, AI stocks are driving everything. AI investment is everything. And there doesn't seem to be a stop in sight. It is it is massive. So they dropped 7% in the pre-market. Even though they're beating they're beating estimates for the third quarter. They saw $1.33 billion in revenue for the period, higher than the $1.19 expected. Yet, concerns about AI bringing the market down. That's just letting you know exactly how big that marketplace is and how much AI is driving everything. Philip on the News every day about this time, presented by Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Kendall and Casey.
My mom is still receiving Social Security from my father.
Legally?
Yeah.
I don't think they just give it to your family.
No, your spouse can still get it.
Really? I put if you pass away. You know what the next thing that came up?
Did it autofill?
Who gets your Social Security?
Okay, what's the answer?
The main beneficiaries are usually the surviving spouse, children, or dependents.
So I was right.
Eligibility?
Say it!
Maybe.
Oh, say I'm right.
Kendall and Casey. Weekdays 9 till noon on 93 WIBC and WIBC.com.
It's time. You've been putting off that kitchen or bath remodel long enough. What are you waiting for? Get started today with Boer Remodeling. Boer Remodeling customer Kathy had a bath remodel with Boer. Kathy, talk a little bit about your experience.
Our experience with Boer has been terrific. The process was so easy and seamless. When we decided to do a larger remodel of our first floor, Boer was the first company we thought of hiring.
And were you happy with the results?
The results are amazing, and we are so happy with our home and the work that Boer did.
Peter is another recent Boer Remodeling customer with a new kitchen. Peter, what was the best part about working with Boer?
We especially liked the active participation that we were able to have in selection of stone for the countertops. Really came out beautiful. The cabinets also came out very, very well.
The best materials, the most skilled craftsmen in Central Indiana. They'll guide you through the entire process. Start with a free consultation. Talk to Boer Remodeling today. That's BOOHER, BoerRemodeling.com.
Everyone's talking about Galaxy Concrete Coating and their transformation, like your neighbor Mike.
Well, the local
company that we used first was highly recommended by people in our neighborhood. We did not know until after it didn't work on our floor. It just healed up like a cheap suit. And so my wife says, we got to do something. And so she started looking around on the internet, and she found Galaxy.
Lots of styles to choose from, 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
We got Galaxy out here. They got here at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and they finished up at 6 o'clock that night. Other than having a beautiful garage floor, you couldn't tell they were here. Just did a wonderful job on it.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings works for any area like patios, garage floors, driveways, and around pools.
Still looks fantastic, and anybody that visits our house, that's all they want to talk about. I mean, they just can't believe how nice the garage floor looks.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook, GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com. We are out of this world.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check IndianaUnclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
Keep the streak alive. Before they hit the field, you need to hit the Ultimate Colts tailgate at the Slippery Noodle. Sunday, November 30th. Kick off your day at 9:30 a.m. Join fellow fans for tailgate games, pregame fuel, and the absolute best pre-kickoff action to get you going.
Hey, it's Casey from the Kendall and Casey Show, and Governor Braun's post-election committees are still raising hundreds of thousands of dollars. Join us Tuesday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's going on, man?
North San Tony, eastbound 465 slow, Michigan Road over to Meridian. South side, northbound 65 stop-and-go traffic after Keystone Avenue into the southwest. That is construction. And on the east side, northbound 465 slow from 70 up to Penn Pike. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Well, traffic sponsored by B Window. Let's do that. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC traffic.
Well done, Matt.
Yeah,
well
that was my best one today.
No, that was excellent.
Yeah.
It was human, but still caring.
I don't know what day it is.
We know that. We know. 39 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:46. Time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Here is how we play our game. Producer Carl. You've seen producer Carl? By the way, we need to get him a turkey for Thanksgiving. So if anybody has a recommendation or does pre-made turkeys that we can have sent to or picked up by producer Carl, I will do that right now. Make a suggestion. He picks a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. I can utilize the good people at the live stream, youtube.com/WIBC. They can give answers, or I can phone a friend and go to Matt Bear. So I didn't say I was going to do that. Don't rush it. You don't want to premature phone a friend. Premature phoning is a condition that you need to see a doctor about. So I can phone a friend. And I will. Matt Bear in the WIBC Traffic Center. Let's start the theme song again. Let's start all again. Matt Bear, what is this television theme song?
That's Deadwood, Tony.
What's that?
Oh, Deadwood. Bravo, by the way. Bravo. God, he's good. I have absolutely no idea, and nobody else does either.
Think spinoff.
What?
Think spinoff.
So one person did have this, Mikey, or Shatner fan in the chat room says, this is the theme song to Joey. Good Lord.
It lasted 2 years. Joey.
Right. He was not wrong to do that. And then he hit with Man with a Plan. And he's like, you know what? I have so much money. What does it matter? I'm good. He has managed to. But then he had another show after that. Didn't he? Didn't Matt LeBlanc have another show after Man with a Plan?
Playing a dumb guy?
No, it was like a cable show.
Don't know.
Right? I mean, Tribbiani, is who he's known for. Oh, Episodes. There was a television show called Episodes. I don't know if that was HBO or what it was. Yeah, he did that. He did that 2011 to 2017. He did Man with a Plan 2016 to 2020. And then he said, you know what? I'm good here. I have more money than I know what to do with. I am
money.
Universally loved. We're good. We're totally fine. I got nothing else to offer. Thank you, Cleveland. Good. His IMDb, comparatively speaking, is actually pretty short. And he did 235 episodes of Friends, 46 episodes of Joey, 41 episodes of the show Episodes, and 69 episodes of Man with a Plan. That's 400 television episodes. Life's okay. Yeah. I'm assuming every morning he wakes up, he turns on his laptop, he looks at the bank account, he goes, "How you doing?" And then he has coffee. Right? That's got to be, I should have done it louder. How you doing? Right? That would have been funnier. Dang it. On Tony Katz today at noon, we've got Election Day going on in New York, Election Day in Virginia, Election Day in New Jersey, and of course, the election in California for Prop 50 that would allow them to redistrict that Democrats seemingly have no problem with unless you're the state of Indiana. Note that, Republicans. Oh, we don't do that here. That's beneath us. Would you stop it? Would you stop pretending that somehow there is a high ground conversation here or a low ground conversation here? There is only the conversation here. Redistricting. I say do it. Although now that Republicans have said we're not going to start the special session before the session. Organization Day is November 18th. We're going to start it afterwards in December. So you wanted to avoid Thanksgiving? And now you're going to have to get this passed, get maps drawn, get it done, and implement it in a shorter time frame? Understand that this is all the fault of Governor Braun, who should have called a special session back in August. We're talking about time. This is what we're talking about. And that's why all of this has left me in the place. It certainly hasn't changed my mind on redistricting. What it has done is made me say, I believe this move is to not do it. If I was a betting man, remember, I have my thoughts, I have my philosophies, I share them with you clearly, but we always look at everything honestly. The difference between us and everybody else is that we are always honest about what it is we're seeing. And it's why we're able to see around the corner so often. It's not that we're actually smarter than anybody else. It's that we're more honest than everybody else. That's the story. And if I was a betting man right now, I would argue that the purpose of this pushing it down the road to after Thanksgiving is not, well, it's going to save the taxpayer. That's the story. That's the cover. It's that they're going to say they can't get it done. They don't want this to come to a vote. I believe they have gotten very, very, very bad advice. And one of the worst pieces of advice is this is going to rally the Democrats in 2026. With all due respect, they hate you already. And everything they do is based on a national platform. It is a complete and total misread to think that this is going to rally them any more than they are already rallied. But there is not a conversation happening that needs to about where the Republican Party is to turn out the vote in 2026. I don't see anything like that. Concerns that there's going to be a Democrat turnout because of redistricting? That's what people tell themselves. There is no basis for this. None. At all. That is what you tell yourself as a reason not to do the thing. Because we don't want to be those people. What people are you referring to? California is now doing it. A full act of retribution. We'll see what they vote today. A full act of retribution. Maryland's doing it. A full act of retribution. And, oh no, we're above that. No, you're not, Indiana Republicans. I don't know what you think you're above. I'd like for you to be focused on the governing and growth and opportunities and the future. But again, I say to you, we don't see that. I would turn to the Democratic Party and say, what do you got? But we know the answer. Orange Man bad is their entire platform, and that platform sucks. It's election day, and we will be covering it, and yes, I'll live stream it tonight. I will kick my feet up, grab a bourbon, and share with you what's going on. So be tuned in for that. Kendall and Casey are up next, and Matt Bear has traffic.
All right, Tony, looking at northbound 65, slow out of the north split to West Street. At inbound 69's cooled off. You'll still drag a bit from 96 to 465. North side eastbound 465, stop and go traffic. Ditch Road over to Meridian. Traffic sponsored by B.